Timber me timbers. Yar. Nasty scallions. Bring him from the yard.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one, the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. This is the Rum Report, episode 14. We're on episode 14, and I gotta be chair. Like life is good. Drinking future shit. Life is good. Run it down for the cheapest rating on the thing a little bit. All right, I'm good. Yo, I am back. I have been gone for so long. I want to apologize to everyone. I guess we can call this my coronavirus comeback episode. This is what many in the Twitter sphere are actually marketing this episode. And shout out to Fantasy Football Stoner. Yo, Jake, what's good?
Nothing much, man. I miss not streaming on Friday.
Dude, I know. I miss you guys. We are going to be back this whole week. Rum Report today. I'll do some play-by-play tomorrow for NBA, since a lot of you guys aren't going to be able to go and watch the games, unfortunately. We will talk about that later in the show. We'll do another episode of the Rum Report Thursday, and then Rumboyz After Dark Friday, TBL over the weekend. We got it going down. We are live on YouTube, Twitter, and Sportscaster as well. And we are also recording on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any damn where that you can listen to us. So make sure you guys go on Apple, Google, Spotify, all that good stuff. Make sure you're following us there. Make sure you leave us a 5-star review. All of that stuff helps. Without further ado, bro. Guess who's back again. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the rum boys and girls want to do. Dilly freaking dilly. Oh my gosh. Before we begin the show, anyone that has put in merch orders, you guys should be getting your new merch by the 17th. So any merch orders that were placed between the last week of February and beginning of March, make sure you guys head to rumboyz.com, click that apparel button, use promo code Rumboyz in all caps, free ship, and go get you some swag. I'm gonna let everybody know I'm gonna be fresh coming up here in a couple episodes, Jake. You're gonna be like, damn, I didn't know that we had that. All right, let's get into the first topic, brother. First off, how are you doing, man?
Wonderful, man. A little stressful, last second fill-in, but I made it on time.
It's all good. It's all good. We may or may not be joined by another guest today. The homie Raj from ESPN Los Angeles may or may not be stopping by. Yo, I'm trying to untangle my headphones really quick. There we go. So yeah, the homie Raj may or may not be stopping by. So that could get very, very interesting if we have a homie on. First topic here on the Rum Report. Tom Brady announces the launch of his Hollywood production company, 199 Productions, named after his Y2K draft spot. Does this increase the odds of him heading out west to a team out there. Also, just want to toss in, he is working with in-game directors Joe and Anthony Russo for the first huge production that he's going to be working on. Thoughts on this?
Well, I don't think it really improves his chances much to go out west, because if you look at it, it would be like he lives by TB12. Would he leave TB12? Are they moving somewhere with him? Until we see that, we can't really be guaranteed. Yeah, hey, maybe. Saskatchewan Roughriders. Only team I know.
Go ahead, continue though. Continue.
But yeah, I would want to see where he moves his other business if he does. I think at this point Brady can have people working. He doesn't, and if there is a season going on for the NFL, I don't think he'll be focused on anything else. So probably not really. I'm surprised he hasn't gone into the movie scene sooner, to be honest. But yeah, I don't think so. I don't see him going out west any more likely now. He could go out west, but this does not improve his chances.
So right now, nobody knows what Brady is going to do. We don't even think that Brady knows what Brady's going to do. He wants to, for what we know, he wants to sit back and enjoy this whole free agency experience. This, to me, seems like a goats talk to goats. Okay? Greatest of all time, talk to greatest of all time. And I think that what will happen here is it seems like a page out of one very own LeBron James's book. LeBron James was getting ready to do the Space Jam 2, yada, yada, yada. And, you know, where he would have ended up, leaving Cleveland, he ends up from Los Angeles Lakers. This seems like a LeBron-esque move. I think that this could open up for where Brady, to the Chargers, you get jersey sales, they pack out a stadium, Chargers, now all of a sudden they get fans. I like this.
I would not mind him going there at all. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's doing the production company thing, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone is opening up a production company in Hollywood, and then they end up in Hollywood. The Rock did it with $7.
Well, LeBron is the only one that actually acted in the film he wanted to direct, right? Or co-direct?
Well, I mean, there's been LeBron, and then, you know, and then as well as The Rock. I mean, everyone goes to LA to play. And I think that maybe San Fran.
I don't think that's going to happen. That one I keep hearing as a joke from from McAfee, and I know he's trying to anger people on Twitter with it, but I think there's no viability to that one.
No, Brady's to the Dolphins, so he doesn't have to worry about losing to them every year. Oh my gosh!
Hey, lose to the Dolphins twice a year, 5-6 rings. I'd take it.
He's gonna get out of that division. That division is now the Bills division. Let's talk about that really quick. Is that now the Bills division? Like, if we're in Vegas right now, can we go ahead and safely place our money on the Buffalo Bills?
I would. They're not the favorite as of yet, to my knowledge. I'd get it before. Once he moves, it's definitely going to be a bad bet to make because you're not going to make any money on it. But for now, yeah, I definitely would.
Ooh.
Which I might do when I'm in said place called Vegas.
That place called Vegas. Excited to see all the action there. So Brady out west, like I said, it's going to be interesting. I think the 199 Productions having that's the indicator that he's going to go to a West Coast team. We're going to be following this very closely. Make sure that you guys do like, comment, and subscribe here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, and turn on those post notifications. Get up to date with all of our content. We're gonna keep it with Brady here. How much credibility does good old Charlie Weiss reported that nobody knows anything of Brady's next move? Bro, do you buy or sell this? I mean, celebs and athletes, they kind of do this all the time. We saw this with the baby situation. You know, when you're trying having this kid. I mean, we see this all the time where celebrities they'll leak different pieces of information to different people just to cause an uproar. Do you think this is the case?
I would say his family and kids know. Probably nobody else at this point. And I think Weiss is pretty much saying whoever in the media says something, they're wrong, or that they're not having any real sources verify it. Brady's family knows, and that's about it, and that's all that has to know at this point. But yeah, Weiss is not the Brady whisperer. I think he's saying the obvious thing is Brady has really showed nothing to lean a certain direction. It's like what? He talked to Rabel? Okay. Oh, Tennessee. He has a company in LA? Okay. He had that commercial leaving? He was in Miami with his wife? Okay. So he went to every possible location we could hit. It's like, is he trolling? Or is it down to 4? Or is he just going on vacation and opening a company? You don't know. I think it's his family, and that's about it. They know, and that's all.
He was at the game. He was at the Syracuse game with Edelman. And there were some. He mouthed something. What looked like
I don't know what he said. There was tape of it. He was like, shoot it, go for it. And that's what he said, because there was a kid that didn't take a 3.
I think he said, "No, I'm not." I think that Brady.
I don't know. It could have been fake audio, but I said go for it, and meaning the kid didn't take a 3, but you never know.
Social media game right now.
A deep fake? Did Brady get deep faked?
What do you mean?
They like put a tune on their voice to make it sound like Brady's and kind of match the movement to say something else.
Look, I don't know. I have no idea. What I will say is that he is very good at playing this social media game. He is very good at playing this media game. And he's enjoying this.
Oh, he should.
Oh, if I were him, I would. If I were him, I would do what you call it, a deep fake.
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely would if I was Tom Brady. If I were Tom Brady,
do what you did with the kid when you jumped and almost laid on a rock at a waterfall with his daughter. Remember that?
No, I do not.
He jumped with his daughter off like a big waterfall and was like this close to hitting a rock.
I mean, Brady's not exactly. I mean,
the smartest dude.
The most like athletic. I mean, he's athletic, quarterback athletic. Yeah. But I mean, have you seen Brady run around? Like, remember that Super Bowl where he tried to make special?
He's not a hands catcher, that's for sure.
Yeah, oh, that was awful. Belichick, throw that play away forever.
Might have no choice.
Joey, we got a new background. You know, graphics, Rumboyz graphics, always hooking up something dope, something hilarious. You know, we got Joanna and Jersey over here looking like Megamind. Wait, it's over here. My bad. There we go. You know, we always switch it up, bro.
Just say Joanna. Don't even try the last name.
Joanna. Let's get into the next topic. Let's get into this next topic here. So, first, I wanna pull it up. So did you see the Rams' new logo, bro?
Is it the Rams? It looks like another team.
So,
I saw it. Yeah.
The Rams' new logo looks like the Chargers logo and the Chargers logo caught the coronavirus, and then fuck the Rams logo, and then this is what we ended up with. It is the most god awful looking shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to screen share here, and I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of this one. All right. So look at this logo, bro. That shit is ugly. I have no idea
It looks
I
like
see the new Rams
yeah,
logo
for
somewhere.
sure. It looks like an LA Fitness logo from like a really poor upstart content creator who just threw it together.
Bro, hell yeah. You remember when you could create a logo
Yeah.
for your Madden team, like back in like the old Maddens?
Yeah.
That fixed it.
Yeah.
Lame. This is a very bad logo. This is very bad for the Rams.
Why would they use lightning bolts in any way, shape, or form in this logo?
They're supposed to be ram horns.
I know,
apparently.
but there's 3 of them. I don't.
It is completely awful. Someone said it's the Trump come over. Oh my gosh. Dude, it is absolutely awful.
It looks like an XFL logo. No offense, but their logos aren't the best. It looks very similar.
Here's the thing. There have been teams in the past, the way that many NFL teams, I'm trying to remember the exact team right now off my head, and I unfortunately cannot. There have been teams that have had fan contests to draw the logo for their franchise, for their team. Why this isn't a case for the Rams, I have no freaking idea. Why are we not? Why do we not? Like, it's fucking LA. You know how much talent is in the city of LA?
In my opinion, 10 years ago, the 2 coolest jerseys in the league were the Rams and the Chargers. And now look at their jerseys and their logos. This went so downhill.
It's very bad. It's absolutely horrific. I pray to God this is not the official logo, of which one of the official logos that they're going to go with.
Well, it was leaked. I will defend it. It was leaked.
Yes, it was leaked.
So it could be, a little bit better.
Yeah, like this is like when they dropped that very first rendition of the Sonic movie trailer. Like,
I was gonna say that.
Poster, and everyone was like, "The fuck is that?" This is that all over again.
But that was actually a trailer. That makes it. That was actually what they wanted, which makes it so much worse.
Was Sonic worse than this? Was Sonic?
No, I don't know. No way. No, I could at least tell that was LA something. But maybe the Chargers want to combine fans with the Rams, so they're just going to combine rosters and get the best players on each.
It was, like I said, it was atrocious. It was freaking atrocious. Hey, Leafs, the Chargers could end up with fans if Brady goes there. I want to see that happen, personally.
Yeah, the Chargers are in a bad spot. They're like an hour outside of LA, so it's very tough to get people to their games.
The Carson Chargers. They're the Carson Chargers. Let's get it right. Josh Norman signed a 1-year, $6 million deal with the Buffalo Bills. Party or bullshit for the cornerback and even the Bills. Shout out to Bills Mafia Raw.
Not great for the Bills. Good for the player in this spot. I do think they can make a good run again with that defense if they can replace Lorenzo Alexander, their veteran leader for like 10 years, I feel like. So if they can replace that linebacking spot, I think he'll be on that team all year. Don't know his role yet, but I do think he has a chance to make the playoffs for the first time since the Panthers.
Yeah.
Or did he make it with Kirk one year? I'm not sure.
No. Yeah, you're right. Good job.
But yeah, it's been like 4 or 5 years, I feel like, since he has sniffed the playoffs. So.
Yeah, we made it, and then Aaron Rodgers threw us out in the wild card.
What's your take, Robbie? I know you're not a big a fan of him at this point in time with his media responsibilities with Fox.
Not just that. I mean, the dude. Oh, Josh Norman was 5 years ago one of my favorite corners in the game. Every year I pretty much change who my favorite freaking corner in the game is. And it just so happens that in 2019, Tre'Davious White was one of my fucking favorite corners in the league. Josh Shorter, you going to the Buffalo Bills. This is a stupid idea for you, brother. Listen, you're not going to start. What? Okay, maybe they put you in the nickel. The Bills are fine. The Bills don't need you, Josh. You need the Buffalo Bills.
Well, I mean,
I'm calling bullshit on this one.
well, was there a statement on his role? Did he want to go there to win or get PT? That's a big deal. If he just wants to win, no, not a bad move.
I mean, are you winning if you're not contributing? Are you winning if you're not contributing?
Hey, my take, he should have gone to the Fox booth. They're already paying him. Take the money, take the commentating money when you can. But fine. He wants to play football, I guess.
Josh, Bills don't need you. You need the Bills. You're not going to start. You're barely going to make the 53-man, depending on how this CBA goes. You may get a little bit of leeway, a little bit of extension there. But that's the topic for a different fucking day. I'm first off, as long as we're playing party or bullshit right now here on this show, I want to shout out R.I.P. Mr. B.I.G. Notorious. So cheers to that really quick, bro. Rest in peace, Biggie. Yeah, dude. I'm calling bullshit on this one. The Bills didn't need him. He gets $6 million for what? To sit on a bench? Because I feel like that's where he's going to be sitting.
Fox is paying him more. He must really want to play football. That's all I have to say. Because Fox, he has a career set up for him. Don't understand why he's still playing, but.
Well, being said that inquiring minds want to know. He's trash. He's fucking trash.
Is it fair to say that he's a glorified zone corner based off his career in DC?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if it's a hot take. I didn't watch him that much, so.
That is exactly. He says that he can play, man. He says he can get up and he can get physical, but the reality is that he's scared of contact. He's soft. It is what it is, dude. Let's dive into the next one here. Keeping up with some money, some signings. This isn't really free agency because he didn't go anywhere, but some big money. Austin Eckler inked a 4-year, $24.5 million contract with the Chargers. Does this mean bye-bye to Melvin Gordon? And what's this mean for the running backs fantasy stock? I'm seeing a lot of people running around and they're like, I'm buying in on Austin Eckler this year. Even prop bettors are like buying in on Austin Eckler this year. Your take?
Well, NFL teams don't like paying one back $5 million. There's no way they're going to pay a second back that much money. And this makes me think that Gordon did want that $8 to $10 million deal, and there's just no way it could happen. So he's gone. My concern is I can't think of any team until after the CBA that would pay him that money, unless they could renegotiate the market and running back salaries or averages have to go up a little bit for minimums, and you have to bump everyone up. But I just don't see him getting the money he wants at this point. And I feel like, he's stuck. I think he's going to go to a pretty bad team that really needs a bag, needs a spark. And he might just be a guy that we remember who was good in 2018, 2019, and disappeared.
Okay, I feel that. I don't want Melvin Gordon to just disappear. And what you just said there at the end of your tape is actually one of the main things that I fear. With that being said, it is in his best interest to say nah, hey, goodbye, and just get the hell out of that situation. Maybe even
go to where who's going to pay you. It does not matter where it's at. Get your money.
Exactly. I say go get your money. Doesn't matter where he goes. If I'm him, even go to Miami, dude. Even go to Miami. They'll give you the money, and you'll be a star there. Um, it's in what's best interest for Melvin Gordon. Um, I know that he enjoyed being a Charger, but him with the holdout and then them seeing that they had gold in Austin Eckler, Gordon, you're gone. I don't know if you pick up Gordon in fantasy. Maybe you buy him very, very late round towards the end of your draft because he's probably going to be there. He's probably going to be there from 8th round down below. But there's other guys that you could probably buy over him. Chris Carson, for example. Denver, for example.
I have an idea where he could go, actually. I don't think the Texans want to keep the Duke Johnson and the other Browns back. So if he goes to the Texans and they get rid of the other two guys, Carlos Hyde, I mean I'd love to see him and Watson in the same backfield. That'd be awesome. But that's the only contender I could see that doesn't have any running backs on their roster next year. Everyone else has a spot filled or will draft probably.
I fucking love it. I wonder what Miles Fantasy Football Peacock has to say about that one. You're gonna have to get you two to chop it up about that.
Man, hey, I love it. I want to see him win. I hate seeing players go to a bad team after their rookie contracts and just waste away.
Exactly. No, that's why I did notice. I did not propose him going to my Redskins. I was like, yeah, fuck it. It is what it is. Like, I'm not trying to ruin that man's career. Melvin Gordon goes somewhere. I like you to be Texans. What Jake just said is fire as fuck.
If he takes less money, he won't get his $8 million from the Texans. There's no way. He has to settle for that like 4 to 6. But at that point, I would if I were him.
Let's see here. Let's. That's a perfect way to go into our next topic. Word on the street is Dak Prescott has turned down a offer $33 million, $105 million guaranteed for 3 years. Party or bullshit?
I think that was a legit offer, and I think that's been on the table for a long time.
Yeah.
But if I'm him, and the same thing with Eckler, I don't know why you signed a contract before the new CBA. Salary cap's going up, minimums are going up, everyone's going to get boosted up in the pay grade. I definitely would have waited out if I were them. And I'm glad Dak did wait because I think he can get 35 to 36. I don't love Dak as a player. I don't think either of us do. But in the end, I want to see him get the money he can get, and I think he can get $2 or $3 million more if he waits out the CBA.
No, I like that. I like that. And I respect that take. If we were to frame this question outside of there being current CBA negotiations going down now, we're actually probably going to play a video here of Sam Ancho so that people can kind of understand a little bit of the inner workings of the CBA, what's going down right now. But in regards to the Dak situation, hold out right now. If they're going to be asking for another game, and if the 65% of players that are not the superstars are going to vote yes on this CBA deal, more and more that I'm researching, I'm learning that there are more and more players that are now starting to become in favor of it. The players that have read all 246 pages of this document. I like it. Dak is going to take his time with this. The league is now applying some pressure with some of the new dates that they have implemented. Right now, you can't take. Right now, any player should not be really taking any deal. I mean, Eckler, I get it in your situation because you don't really know when you're going to get that again, and this is kind of just your first time getting an offer like that. You deserve it. Fuck it, take it. You know, Josh Norman, your scenario, it is what it is. You're probably going to get that anyways. You know, you're on that. You're kind of teetering towards that lower half of player. So, Dak, take your time. Brady, take your time. guys like that they can make 30 plus million more. In his case, 33 plus million more. Fine. If there's not going to be that big of a difference with it when the new CBA is signed, then Dak, you need to take this deal. In normal circumstances, I would say that this is a fair fucking deal for you, Dak. But I get that there's talks happening right now. So I get why you're saying no.
And Joey, Dak will not be playing football again until he gets a new deal. The CBA is literally negotiations. Dak will not play another season under his rookie contract. So he does not have to risk injury right now.
Yeah, there's a video. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter at Rumboyz spelled with a Z N-E-T. I shared it. Where Sam Ocho pretty much breaks it down, and he's going to be the new NFLPA president, I believe. And he
actually, they announced the new NFLPA president. It is Treader for the Browns.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's probably like on track to be an attorney or something, and they're just like, whatever, let him do it.
So first, really quick, guys, I just want to show everybody the dates really fast here. Just 1 second. So these are the new dates. So Saturday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, deadline for players to vote on proposed CBA. Monday, deadline to apply franchise or transition tags. The legal tampering window will open Monday, and then Wednesday is when we're going to start getting bills. I'll be on air for free agency frenzy as signings are coming in. So, yeah. I want to see if I can get this. I'm trying to get this Sam Ocho video here. I want that to play for people, so that everyone can kind of just maybe get an understanding here. One second. You know what? I'm gonna just. So for many that may not know or understand,
Robbie, you have to share your audio. Robbie?
That's the superstar player.
There you go.
That's 111 out of 1900s of half a percent. Those players are going to love this deal. That franchise tag and the transition tag restricts them to free agency. Also, you look at the fifth-year option, which affects first-round picks. 32 first-round picks aren't going to like that deal. Let's not be fooled. This deal is a really good deal for the majority of NFL players who, like most Americans, work, get paid more, you play more. This deal eliminates superstar economics, and it brings everyone up with a tidal wave.
So pretty much, what Sam is explaining there is that it's. How do you take it, Jake? I mean, I guess it's leveling the playing field for everyone but the superstar.
This is 100% the NFL trying to turn the lower on the roster guys against the quarterbacks, receivers, skill positions making money. They want to turn the guys who are voting, who make the big money on those teams, into the bad guys, and have the rookie left tackle backup say, "Dude, take this deal. I'm taking that extra $60,000." And that's what it's going to be. And I think I kind of like the deal for the players, honestly. I'm usually player first, but at this point, I think the superstars are getting very selfish, looking for more money, and they're not looking for the rest of the players.
Exactly. I mean,
But
I
hey,
think there's
I'm not in the room again. We're probably gonna have that big debate with if someone were to come on and rip us apart. But yeah, I'm not in the
dude,
room. I just think they want the smaller players to turn on the big name players.
and that's exactly what they're trying to do. That's exactly what the owners are trying to do. Ryan Fitzpatrick has even been on record on his Twitter and been vocal about the fact that he likes us still. And he wants this. And he could be kind of looked at as a, I guess, mediocre name, if you will.
Yeah, he is a career football player. I'd say
Yeah.
he's a.
So I mean, I guess depending on who you are and how you feel about it, that's why many of these guys are waiting. I don't know how free agency is going to work until we figure out what they keep pushing it off and off and off. If they vote yes, we'll see how this works. If I'm a player, I'm probably going to vote yes, especially if they're saying that, if you vote no, then the next deal is going to require 18 games. Then I'm just going to be like, yo, fuck it. Let's just take this. We'll wait another 10 years.
Yeah. Players
They
can't
sweeten
win
the
this
pot.
negotiation. They know it.
Yeah, they sweeten the pot a little bit. Take a little bit of the pot that they sweeten and ride it off to the sunset. Take it as, hey, we're getting somewhere. Also, come on, guys, they're removing marijuana. Like, let's have some fucking fun.
Yeah.
One final NFL topic: Peyton Manning. By the way, when I hear this dollar amount surrounding Peyton Manning, did you watch cartoons as a kid? You remember Fairly Odd Parents?
Oh gosh, the original or the remake?
The original joint. Remember Doug Dimmadome?
Yep.
Yo, when I read this number surrounding Peyton Manning's ESPN offer for Monday Night Football, when I hear 18 to 20 million, I just picture Peyton Manning with one single gold tooth, two big ass bags of money, and a tall ass Doug Dimmadome hat, and just rolling in dough like with a mustache, with a Doug Dimmadome mustache, bro. Like 18 million to 20 million dollars for Monday Night Football. How excited are you? Who should be with him? Should he take the deal? Your take, Jake.
He should take the deal. He's already traveling all the time with ESPN on his Peyton's Places. His travel will be probably less. Also, well, I do love Peyton's Places though, so I kind of would want him to do both. It's so entertaining. But if you're going to pair him with somebody, he has the ability to be knowledgeable and a good personality. So I think you need somebody who's actually not as well known and just a guy that'll talk football and set him up. I think a big name I've heard like Al Michaels would be a little weird, to be honest, because they want to bring him back, but I think Peyton's like too big of a personality to have another superstar guy next to him. I think you want to have a younger guy coming up, maybe a college football guy, and just let Peyton run the show, or have him get set up for the humor and the football knowledge.
That's what I feel. If you're gonna bring in a fun personality, when I'm watching a show, I want to see fun personality with fun personality. I want to see two personalities that just mesh. Like I can't stand Speak for Yourself, but at least the personalities on that show mesh. I can say that. However they staffed that show, whether they were like, yo, you guys have Thriller Myers-Briggs scores, you want to fucking be a cast? I don't know what the hell they did, but, same thing with Pardon the Interruption. Their personalities, they match,
Best sports show on TV, in my opinion. I love PTI.
It's same. I've always loved PTI, which is why it's been around for so long, which is why they haven't had to change the cast. It's I don't. Maybe you bring in Pat McAfee with Peyton Manning.
That could work, but I feel like Peyton would have to kill his personality.
Why? I feel like he would beat himself.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the thing about it is, you need a guy that's going to stay down, distance, what happened to play before, and performance on the field. without having any real energy, just saying this guy's playing great or poorly, and to be unbiased. I feel like everything McAfee does comes with the sort of energy of he's rooting for somebody, or a mistake he trolls them, and you need somebody there that's just going to be monotone and not root for anybody.
So then maybe Al Michaels could fulfill
My
that.
concern's the age. He's 78 years old, or about to be 78.
Yeah.
That he might do it 2 years. Um, I mean, what's his name? He worked with McAfee and Hasselback. He's like 35, 36. The Muslim guy, really good.
Oh.
He kept the. I like him. He'd be perfect for that role.
God damn it! I know who you're talking about.
It's like, yeah, but that guy is so good at what he does, and he kept those two guys under control, and I think he'd be perfect for it.
I like it. I like it. You know,
But somebody who could just let Peyton be himself and set Peyton up, and kind of get out of the way. That's what we
if
needed.
you're bringing in Peyton for with 18 to 20 mil, you gotta let him be the guy.
Plus, let's be honest, and I think this is a bias to ESPN. They don't want two dudes. Well, Pat McAfee's from the Northeast, but he talks like he's a Southerner, like has like that little like drawl accent. You don't want two guys with that type of voice, voicing the biggest game of the week in football. Which again, it's an ESPN thing. It's a regional argument for that. They want a guy that's very, very like, Pennsylvania, like mid New York type, no accent, to do it, and I cannot imagine McAfee and Peyton working together with their southern drawls they developed. Like it'd be a little weird, not gonna lie.
I dig it. Let's get into basketball. So first, I'm gonna kind of switch some things around here on our script. Just one question. We'll take care of March Madness first. Does it feel like that this March Madness, like just like March Madness is in the air, is this the most maybe dry March Madness tournament we've had in years?
If you're looking for NBA talent, I would definitely say yes. But we're missing a great story here. We have two senior-filled teams in San Diego State and Baylor, and Kansas actually as well, making a run. And they'll be probably 3-1 seeds, and that's a must-watch. And I really am rooting for San Diego State. So I do have a rooting interest because I do want to see them win it. And I think a lot of the small 3-4 year guys who are not NBA guys, undersized, less athletic, are going to probably be the stars of it, which I do want to see. I love seeing that. So I'm not watching it as a fan who wants to see how somebody will do in the NBA. I'm watching it as somebody who wants to see these kids get the chance of their lives to peak in their fame and peak in their careers athletically.
Yeah,
It has to change your perspective in a way.
I think because I'm such a football guy, and a lot of what I do is from the scouting aspect, and watching player development, so on and so forth. I think that's why, to me, it feels that it's dry, because I'm like, I don't see any of you guys as NBA talent. Now, is there going to be some? At the end of the day, the NBA still has to have a draft. Will the NBA find a way to take the narrative and make it to where, you know what I mean? To where they'll talk about a couple of these kids. Absolutely. That's what the media does. The NCAA for me has lost a lot of its luster because of how they treat college athletes. So I mean, there's that piece of it. But at the end of the day, for the spirit of the game, I am going to be watching it. I am going to be calling it. Make sure that you guys dive off in the Discord if you want to compete in the bracket college tournament. Definitely dive off in the Discord and check it out. We compete every year. Last year, Ty Boogie won. Let's see who the hell wins this year, because we have no clue. I'll be calling some March Madness as usual. It's definitely a thing on this channel. It is a tradition. So yeah.
Yep. And then I'll be there the first round. Will not be much on stream because I'll be with my family and stuff. But hey, I love it because I don't have to know. I can look at team stats, figure out offense versus defensive ranking in the tournament, pick from there, and just enjoy it. I don't care what their name is. I care about the team that I want to score this many points, get my over under. So I come from it as a really much casual fan, and that's what I love about it. I don't have to be too invested in one team.
I feel that. I feel that. Let's get into some NBA talk. Is LeBron James hands down the MVP for this season after beating both Kawhi and Giannis this past weekend?
Yes, and I am not saying that because I think he's 100%. Everyone's going to say he's the MVP of the league because of what Giannis is doing. But the NBA is a story-driven league, and again, it's not the best way to have the story on his side, but the Kobe aspect, he's playing for Kobe,
Yeah.
big thing. They're going to want to give it to a Laker. No disrespect to anything that happened to Kobe or his daughter, but it's all eyes on the Lakers right now. And I think if he keeps this up and plays, is he on pace to play like something ridiculous like 76 games at his age?
Yeah.
He'll play more games than Giannis at that point.
Yeah, Giannis is injured right now.
Yeah. So he'll outplay Giannis a number of games, and I think the story's on his side because this is LeBron honoring Kobe season, and I think he'll get it. And it's a story-driven league. I don't see anything taking it away from it at this point.
No, you're absolutely correct in the fact that yes, it is a story-driven league. That is going to be an aspect that people are going to look at, especially media voters. Now, one of the things that I want to toss out here is even without the death of Bean, I think that LeBron was coming with a vengeance, irregardless.
Oh, he has been all year. That dude's not sitting.
Yeah, the whole load management aspects with his colleagues around him. That, if me as a high level competitor, that would frustrate me as is. Me sitting back and seeing other fucking podcasters podcast, so I was sitting back sick all last year, pissed me off. That shit hurt the living life out of me. I'm too competitive. Me, I feel like I'm a driving force in this industry. Some people sit back. I've had people sit back and tell me, "Yo, I've watched your content, and I'm changing the way that I do my content a little bit. Yo, I've watched your content, and this inspired me." Yeah. Fuck that. I did not like being sick. I did not like being down. Hashtag coronavirus. The comeback episode is here, guys. So I feel like he was coming out this season. Oh, y'all want to say, "Oh, I'm old." Oh, I was focusing on making Space Jam, yada, yada, yada. What has every freaking team every year had to do? They have had to build to beat LeBron. The Clippers. Oh, shit. They got LeBron and AD over there. Let's go get Kawhi.
Yep.
You know, the East, to me, is so weak. So weak. The East is weak compared to the West. The West, everyone is stacked. We're lucky that we did not have a healthy Steph all year because Golden State would have probably been at least a couple of games better. And then on top of that, then when they get Wiggins, then boom, they start meshing together.
They're going to be nasty next year. They'll be dirty, man. They're going to hurt some people.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, make sure you guys check out Immersive Sports Science, one of my favorite podcasts that I interviewed on. That was such an awesome interview. Homies over there in the UK. But yeah, dude, I like you. We just had the Thunder uproot the Rockets for the 5th seed or something like that.
I want to see that first round matchup so bad with Westbrook and Chris Paul.
That would be sick. That would be sick. Bro, hands down, LeBron James is the MVP.
Yep.
Put it in your books now, guys.
But you know what's fun about the NBA? Nobody cares because no one cares about regular season basketball. They just know the finals MVP. It's one of those dead awards because it's so hard to stink out an NBA season.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I look at the stat books, I'm like, LeBron put up 22, 13, and 9. Good. He does it every game. Like, it's so impressive to do it his whole career, but
like
he's
a big reason I'll be calling some NBA throughout this week is because, dude, like people are not able to attend the games with the coronavirus. So I'm gonna capitalize.
hey, LeBron's not playing. He said the one thing you won't play if
He
there's
said
a.
that he will if it's what's for the
He
best.
changed that, all right? Because I would just say, I was like, that's what takes you off the court.
Yeah, he said if I have to listen, then I'll listen. That dude does not like rules. I love it.
That's one thing about why he's hurt his brand so much. I think, like the stupid stuff of like suing Nick Saban for barbershop talk, because that's never was a thing before. He tried to trademark Taco Tuesday at restaurants and have him get credit. I was like, what are you doing, man? Do you think you own the world? Again, he's my favorite athlete of all time. We have the same birthday, actually. He's 9 years older. Exactly. So I love LeBron. But some of the things he does, I'm like, you live in your own little bubble where your wife and friends praise you and make you think you own everything. Because the things you tried to trademark have been around for 50 years.
For ages and ages.
Yeah. But yeah, his off the court stuff's like not like legally an issue, but it's like you have no common sense with normal people at this point, LeBron. You've lost it if you think you relate with people. But I love him on the court, so it's hard to not like root for him.
He's rich. What are you gonna do? You know? Can Zion lead NOLA to the 8th seed?
Yes, he will too.
I think so.
The toughest schedule in basketball is the Grizzlies, and the third or fourth easiest is the Pelicans. And there's like a 3.5 game difference. I checked earlier, a 3 game.
3.5.
I think it'll be a good run by Zion. But Ja Morant's still the rookie of the year, so it's a quick topic for us. But Zion deserves no take in this. He did not play half the year.
Yeah. Zion didn't play half the year. I agree with that. Absolutely, yeah. Morant still rookie of the year. I've said that many times on the show, and I'm still sticking with that take. But Zion, for the sake of this episode, does have the capability of leading that NOLA team to the 8th seed. It's going to have to be a big help, though, from Zoe. And Lonzo is doing his thing right now. He's looking great. He's going to have to keep it up, though, and keep playing at a high level.
Is JJ still on that team, by the way? If he is, I hope at the playoffs, because he's never missed the playoffs. So I want that record to keep going. But yeah, either way, yeah, I just the schedule, man. It says everything. There's teams trying to get at that home court, whatever, and yeah, they'll get knocked out.
JJ is still on that team. JJ is still.
So yeah, I'm rooting for them to pass because I do want him to make the playoffs for like the 15th straight year or something.
15th year. Let's go.
14th year or something. Yeah.
Right, it was the 13th year. My bad. It's my fucking Disney movie.
He was drafted in 2006. That's all I know.
Dude,
whatever that year that was.
It is a piece. The Brooklyn Nets released head coach Kenny Atkinson, and rumor is KD and Kyrie didn't bond with the head coach at all. Is this classic KD and Kyrie being a problem situation? To me, it just smells like Kyrie bullshit.
Agree. And when you put KD in this question, I actually have in my notes, KD's not even there. KD's rehabbing and away from the team. So, and I don't think KD's ever had a real problem with the coach. I get they say they fired, what's his name? The blonde-haired dude from the Thunder, Scott Brooks. I don't think he fired Scott Brooks. I think that was the organization. I don't think KD's ever been an issue in the locker room, to be honest with you. I think the issue is the offseason when he gets things in his head and does something stupid. But, yeah, Kyrie's a coach killer. There's just no defense of it. He was there to lead a team, and he failed. He turned the team against the coach, and he turned the coach against himself, and he's the bad guy here, and he's sitting down and never speaking for himself, and he disappeared. So there's no defending Kyrie.
Absolutely, absolutely. I this dude, between comparing himself to the likes of Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela, Malcolm X, to the world is fucking flat. He's always a distraction.
He has an AB fallout waiting to happen.
Yeah,
he really does. If he didn't have 4 years left on his contract, I don't know what he'd do.
He's like the basketball AB, except like not as severe, you know?
Yep. Oh, because he's getting paid for 4 years. You can't just get rid of him. That's the only reason he's still around.
Someone needs to take like how do you ruin every coach in every team in every situation that you go to? How the hell are you and Kevin Durant even friends? Okay. Apparently Kevin Durant even had a little bit of say so in this, in a way. From the standpoint, I guess that he didn't want Kenny Mayer either.
It's unbelievable. If you're not on the court and knowing how this guy does his thing, I don't understand how you can say he's not fit to coach you. That's,
I guess, sitting on the sidelines, listening to Kyrie bitch, seeing Kyrie have to deal with them. Both of them are divas. Neither of them. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving on a team together is like when you put the two most badass kids in the same fucking math class and you let them sit in the back together. You're gonna have a disruptive class.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just the way that I feel about that. Kenny Atkinson, it sucks. I don't feel like you should have been fired because you didn't even get to really experience both of them on the court together to see what you guys really could have done. At least if you had both superstars on the floor and y'all were sucking ass then I could understand. But you only had like 1.5, Kyrie wasn't even out there all the full year.
Well, because he didn't want to be. You think that injury was so bad he couldn't even move his shoulder for 2 months? Come on, man. I'm tired. He didn't want to play.
Exactly.
He didn't want to play, and that's embarrassing.
He wants KD on the floor with him. He wants to play with another baller. He's realized since he left LeBron that he can't fucking do it all on his own. And then he was having flashbacks of being in Boston, being in Brooklyn, like, fuck, I gotta do this all on my own.
Which you don't, because they're better without you, and Dinwiddie is a better team player than you are.
Exactly.
Dinwiddie's a very good player, by the way, and people don't notice that because Kyrie was such an idiot throughout his career.
Kyrie is facts. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we are going to do. We are going to call halftime really quick. On the second half of the show, we have game to talk about. A Guinness World Record was set, and we have a fight to break down. I'm going to run downstairs, grab another beer. We're going to play some music. Jake, refill your glass as well. And yeah, that's how it's going to rock. We'll be right back here on the Rum Report. Dilly.
Peace on the beat.
Rum Report is lit. Live on Sportscaster and YouTube. We going down up in this room. The Rum Report, just for you. Live on Sportscaster and YouTube. It's going down for you. All right. Just waiting on my partner Jake to check back in. Should be back shortly. All righty, and we are live here on the second half of the Rum Report. Thank you guys for joining us. Halftime is always dope. Cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rum boys and girls. What to do? Dilly freaking dilly. Bro, it's gonna be St. Patty's Day weekend. I'm so excited to be so turned up.
We actually have some bars canceling like festivities for like specials because of coronavirus.
Dude,
it's hilarious. I'm not going out anyways, but still, I laugh at it.
I'm going out. And let me tell you, last weekend, I was expecting for Colorado to be like, shh, nope, we're done. Like, everyone was like going on a mass hysteria, buying toilet paper and shit. And then you know what? We go out over like Saturday and Sunday night, and every restaurant was fucking packed, bro. Everywhere me and the wife went. Like, here in Colorado, we don't give a fuck. We got legal marijuana. We don't care.
Yeah.
Life is good here.
I don't think there's a college town that we would go down to, and there's no way. It'll get moved. It's one of those things, man. There's like 7 bars, like 15,000 students in like a 2-mile radius. It's gonna be crazy. So I'm not going, but yeah, you're not gonna. Those bars won't take those drink nights away. They need the money. This is the biggest profitable day of the year for restaurants. You think they're gonna give away that chance for coronavirus?
Exactly. I'm young at heart. We're fighting the coronavirus with shots of rum and Modelo's over here, guys. Let's get it.
Should have got Corona Extra, actually, just as a joke, like management.
I was, but like I had this case sitting like all week because like I didn't drink all week, which felt different, felt weird. I felt pretty good. I was like, okay. He's you're on that scotch, that Johnny Walker.
Yeah, I mean, it was like this, when I started, but like I had that much of it for the UFC.
Oh, that's
That was not a
right night.
not a great move on my part. Terrible decision, but
So we should have talked about this at the beginning of the show, but we could actually save this topic for now. Um, NFL 2K is gonna be coming back. We should be getting our first game by 2021. How do you feel about this, bro?
so I'm not expecting much about this game to be exciting. They have good gameplay. I think they were always better than Madden, in my opinion. I think they killed NBA Live. They killed that immediately,
Mm-hmm.
which proves everything I have to see. And to be honest, I think their money, if it goes well, okay, Leafs. That's your opinion. Their money might be in the XFL if they can get it next year.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But the game won't be bad. I mean, the gameplay is actually good in their made up team simulation game, but I think their gameplay, if you can get XFL on board to show,
there is
and
there is
2022 the contract for Madden is up for the exclusive deal. They'll have to go back to court and renegotiate. I really think there's something where I mean I miss 2K, man. I loved NFL 2K. So
Well, I'm excited for there to be a war between Madden players and 2K players.
Madden's been the same for 8 years because there's no competition. Improve it a little bit just by having competition. I don't care who wins. I don't care who wins.
I want both games to. I want Madden to remain as successful as it has always remained. I want how fucking how Apex and Call of Duty are able to coexist, and you have players from both worlds that'll play either or game.
Mhm.
I want that to happen in the sports world. The sports world of video games is the only fucking world in video games where, what you just brought up NBA Live. When EA had an NBA game, it was either you were an NBA Live player or you were a 2K player, and then 2K just took it over. There was a point in time where there was Madden and NFL 2K, and eventually 2K got shut down and got shut aside. I want these two to flourish, and what I want to do at one of my local bars is I would love to. I'm already going to throw a Madden tournament for the public here in Colorado Springs, get us some more local demographic, yada yada yada. But what's good, Jimbo the Icon? He's over here on Sportscaster. But I also want for both. I want there to be a battle between the two. I want to see Mahomes he's already been on the cover of one. I want to see Joe Burrow on the cover of Madden, and I want to see fucking Lamar Jackson on the cover of 2K.
Yeah, I don't understand that debate because if you look at the gaming world in general, which I'm heavily into, I play a lot of games. There's this argument that you have to choose one or the other for sports only because I love The Witcher 3 and I love Breath of the Wild. I've put a lot of hours into both, like 200 to 300 hours into Witcher recently, and I've beat Breath of the Wild like 3 times. I love the games. Why is it competition? I love adventure RPGs. Like, why do sports games have to buy the rights? Which the NFL is responsible because they sold all rights to EA to make their games. This is why there's no competition.
The game that we're talking about right now was the game that was bomb as hell on Dreamcast. 2K was a shit on Dreamcast.
2000, right?
2K 2000.
The
Yo.
Rams were unbeatable in that game.
Oh my gosh, greatest show on turf. You could not see me on the Dreamcast with the fucking Rams. I would run over you.
We banned them. We banned the Rams being used.
Dude. This is the greatest news to happen today in sports.
Mhm.
This needs to happen. NFL, you need for both games from both companies to be equally successful. Don't be, and I think the reason why the NFL is doing this is because if you notice, the NFL is opening up their money options and the revenues of approach a lot more in a lot of different ways.
Well, the NFL is a buyout, right? So they can get out 2022 of this exclusive deal. So they're trying to. I mean, I hope they're not trying just to barter for the bigger bidder and go with if EA puts more money, fine, we'll go back with them. Whatever, if the 2K company goes, like, I hope it's just make my game, give me 25% royalties on the development side of things, and give us 50% of the sales after 3-4 months.
And then if you also then toss a portion of that money into the fucking CBA, you shut the players up because now players like, so now I'm competing for another video game title. So now I'm competing. So now, you know, if my rating sucks over here, I can get royalties on my rating over here.
I would love to see players get sponsors based on who's rating their play better. That'd be hilarious.
That happens already. Dude, yeah. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. Huge.
Again, I love they have 1 season to figure it out too, or 1.5. Because this year it's Madden only, which is fine. They're going to do a simulation game to get the engine together. And then after that, they have like another year of like testing it to get another good game out, master the engine. And they have really 2.5 years to get a perfect engine to compete with Madden. So Madden, even if it all fails and they go back with Madden, Madden knows they have to make a better game.
2K has so much fucking money from NBA 2K.
FIFA is the money. Oh my gosh.
They're about to fucking bury Madden. In NFL, you better sign both contracts. Let's get into the XFL. We are now on week 5 of XFL action. I just want to throw that out there first. So it has already lasted significantly longer than the AAF. And the fans are significantly more kick-ass. The DC Defenders fans built the world's largest beer snake, reaching the top of Audi Stadium. I'm officially a part of a fan base that does dumb shit. I couldn't be more proud and I couldn't be happier at this point. If you guys remember, I complained about this a couple episodes ago. It's where I was like, I want to be a part of a fan base that does dumb shit too. I want to jump off of tables and eat horse shit from a cop horse or something. I don't know. And
so
now
you have 2 teams you want to be like.
Yeah, like, you know,
exactly.
I'm trying to have strippers outside of our tailgates, Dolphins fans. How great of a feat is this? Like, how epic is this, Jake?
I love the social media organization it took. That is absolutely awesome. It reminds me of one thing that I think the NFL could bring back, but probably never will, because they have their sales and the, you know, Bud Light money and stuff and sponsors. But the XFL matches this world of, like, we're a college crowd that understands professional business in a way that is perfect. And it's a fun league. And the NFL is so professional. I mean, I'm sure you've been to NFL games where it's like you're looking at a person the wrong way and you know there's a cop looking at you. Like, any type of fun interaction they're trying to ruin. The XFL is just camaraderie because the league wants to do well and they want the fans to be okay with each other and support each other. So I love the mix of the college and professional fan base. It's like having a perfect balance. So it's not too gimmicky and it's a perfect system right now that needs to continue.
Hell yeah. I mean, look at this. These guys. I mean, we got a guy dressed in an admiral hat like I got.
Yes, he is.
Like we got like I fucking love this. I'm all for this. I mean, this dude's got a Bud Light seltzer box on his head, a whole seltzer box on his head, and look at how happy some guys with the beard next to the captain. I mean, yeah. I love this. DC is a place where, you gotta be careful. Like you could get stabbed. You know, you never know what the fuck is gonna happen. So to see that all the gentrification that's taking place in my city is paying off in the sense of this unity,
Yes. Yeah, it's huge.
I love it. And
it's a good balance, man. The NFL is so boring as a fan because you put all your interest and all your really energy into it. I mean, if you could have some fun, like at some point, college does this well, where you have these like whatever themed football nights, whatever shirt you wear. But at the end of it all, it's fun, man. You go out and have fun after the game. It doesn't matter. I mean, we both went to school. We both know how it goes with that. Like, it's just a fun thing.
I went to school when I was deployed, so that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for me, it was like win or lose, it's fun. It doesn't matter. You're gonna have something to do, and it's not as serious where it consumes you. This is like I care because it's a professional sports league, but it does not consume my day if my team loses.
No,
which is a big thing.
Like when the Defenders went on that 3-game losing streak, I was not like super like depressed. Like, oh god, like fuck this.
I felt
like,
bad for Cardell, if anybody. That's about it.
Yeah.
Like everybody else is other players, they're getting paid.
But I'm a fan of Tyree Jackson, so like it didn't matter. Like I did Tyree Jackson's rookie profile. I assumed I was going to interview him. Unfortunately I didn't. But I mean, I'm a fan of Tyree as well. So it all worked out. It was great. I still think that we're a top team that you got to worry about in the league. But as far as this, the beer snake is great. DC, I challenge you to even one better. A beer wave.
I'm just impressed. How many fans went in on this to buy certain parts to connect it?
Oliver,
now,
the XFL commissioner came out, and hands down, I felt that Oliver Luck should have luged a beer from the top all the way down, or either chugged a full beer and then gave the fans the cup.
Yes.
Right.
Or give Andrew Luck that chance because he likes his own. You know?
I heard that Andrew has quite the gullet. He can get a beer down. You know.
I mean, didn't McAfee call him the IPA crusher?
Yeah.
Like he would out chug with an IPA, which is very impressive to do that with an IPA. So.
I would come to Colorado and try our IPAs. I would love to challenge anyone there.
You have the best craft beer scene, definitely in the U.S. at least. I don't know world. But.
We do. Come visit, dude. I'll show you so many different breweries. I want to shout out Left Hand Brewing Company. I want to shout out fucking Bristol Brew. I want to shout out Breckenridge. Hell yeah.
Okay, Breckenridge is everywhere, and I love this stuff. So.
Breck.
Get Brecked.
Fucking, yep, that's exactly what they say. Fucking rich.
100%. Yeah, there's a sign at just right in Pennsylvania. Get Brecked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys want to be a so bad.
I mean, yeah, I guess. You get the same weather.
Dude. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Let's see. Are the Houston Roughnecks the gold standard at 5-0 of XFL teams?
Yeah, because they have quarterback play that's super consistent and dominant. You need 4 quarterbacks to play at the level Walker's playing, no doubt. 100%. You need 4 of them to do it, maybe a little below for the other 4. But you need 4 quality quarterbacks in this league to keep it going. I love to see, again, it's pretty great to see 15 touchdowns. I don't need that. I want to see, in a short season, I'd take 22 touchdowns, 8 interceptions for half the quarterbacks in the league. And that's all you need to keep the league going.
Yep. No, I agree. PJ is something different. He's a different breed of quarterback when we rank him just amongst the XFL guys. And I thought that, honestly, I was on record at the beginning of the season saying it's going to be PJ versus Cardell all year long. Cardell's age bit him in the ass. You know?
Think so? It was his age?
I think that may have came into play. Like I just think that
Yeah.
you
See,
know
it's so similar with Cardell in college too. When he had film on him, he fell apart halfway through his junior season or his redshirt junior season.
yeah
He does not adjust. That's one thing Cardell doesn't do. So yeah, I think every level he's played on, professionally or college, he does not adjust to the game plan of
yeah.
what they're doing against him. He'll run the game plan. He does. So
I still say I fucking love that Rumboyz fitness logo. Like the
oh,
design
it looks
is
great.
so sexy, dude.
That should be the Rams logo in
Ah!
some way. I don't know how, but
No, we should have Brian.
in some way.
We should have Brian just be like, hey,
Yeah.
come in Rumboyz Twitter, come in Rumboyz Graphics Twitter. Just it takes the Rams like, guys, I made a
Yeah.
better logo for you here.
Yes, please.
Like,
But yeah, it's
so,
just so tough with the XFL because I watch every game because I feel like I'm entitled to like I want this to work and my view matters.
yes, it does. My view
Like-
does matter.
Like me viewing it, just that one thing on the rating is a tick up that's going to help them, but the quarterback play is not good.
Not at all.
Like you need something, and I heard jokes like Trevor Lawrence could leave college. I'm like, there's no way he's leaving Clemson. That would be ridiculous for him.
we're not. The NFL doesn't permit that to be a thing. Now, until a
Really?
player does that, like we should start the conversation early on that. But until a player does that,
Yeah, there's. Well, hey, somebody did that West Virginia kid, right? 20 years old. He left for the XFL because he was ineligible because he was academic issues. He was cheating on tests in college. Let's figure out what he was doing.
what a fucking idiot!
Well, who's that corner? I forget who he plays for, but he's 21 years old. He was an NFL prospect and was caught cheating in college. So
I would love to interview that guy. Can we have someone from the staff find me who this kid is, and I will find him.
yeah, you make your take. I'll figure out the name of it real quick.
I don't have a take surrounding that, but I will state that the Houston Roughnecks are the gold standard. When you're 5-0 in a new league, and you're 5-0, I don't give a damn what league it is. You're 5-0, you're 5-0, and you're playing damn good. And it is because of the level of quarterback play. It is because you have someone that can go up and get the ball. At what I think he's 5'8", 5'10". I think he's like like a little bit shorter than me. Nick Holley.
Oh my, yeah. Who's
That kid, his hands. When you, if you want kids, all the young people out there wanting to know how to catch a football and get really good, look at Nick Holley. Nick Holley is not going to be in the XFL much longer. Nick Holley is going to be in the NFL with some team in some capacity. I don't think that I think this guy's dropped 2 balls all season. You know how you shot 2 fucking balls in real life, full speed fucking football? That's absolutely insane. I gotta say that Houston Roughnecks gold standard. Nick Holley's gold standard of hands.
It's Kenny Robinson.
Kenny Robinson. I am going to find this guy. We're going to try and get him on.
He was dismissed from the team, so due to academic violation of West Virginia's student code of conduct. They're being very nice with it. I don't know. It could be anything.
Shit. Kenny Robinson, right?
Yep. It's anything from he didn't do his own work to he was actually actively cheating on a test. But or was not actually submitting his own work from his IP, which they probably caught him on that too. If that's what he's doing, I don't know what it was, but I guess he went the Cardell Jones of I play football, I don't play school.
Yeah.
In a way, and just got in trouble. He could have his own story, but you don't get kicked. I mean, I don't want to be mean, but getting kicked out of West Virginia, Pat McAfee graduated from West Virginia.
West Virginia's not hard. Yeah.
Let's just go with that one. Where
West Virginia's not hard. Let's see here. And there was a fight this weekend. UFC 248 went down. Zhang placed a beatdown on Joanna Jędrzejczyk. That's not how you say it, is it?
I can't even say it. I heard Rogan say it. I watched his podcast when they were describing the fight on their Fight Companion, and I couldn't do it. I was it's like JAG something Osevich or something.
I don't know.
They call her JJ.
Yes, beat down. Joanna got beat down. Was this fight everything that you expected? What's your take on this fight, Jake?
This was the most competitive and closest fight in women's MMA history. No doubt. They matched strikes 2, 3, and 4. Round 1 was very debatable, but I think it could have gone to Zhang Weili. And I think round 5, Joanna still won that round. There was actually a debate, is this a top 3 fight of all time in competitiveness? Nobody knew who won. It went to the champion, of course, because they matched perfectly in strikes. Legitimately perfectly tied fight. And I don't think you're going to find a better women's fight, more competitive fight, closer fight in the next 7-8 years. It was unbelievably close, which is great to see. And I think it'll be a rematch, but it's going to be Rose versus Andrade. Take the next one in like 5-6 months. Dana said he's going to give them time off. And then after that, it's going to be, this fight has to happen again. Because he even said he thinks Joanna won that fight. So, one of those things. He thinks Joanna won, and I think he'll rerun it. And, man, if he does, we're reacting to it. There's no doubt. Like, that was a classic fight.
Okay. So for me, I feel like she got knocked the fuck out.
She was knocked. There was no knockdowns.
Okay, not like knocked out like that. But I mean, when you leave the fight, when you enter the fight looking like this on the left,
yeah.
And then
it was
out looking like this on the right. Come on. Now I also
you have to look at the marks and how the epidermis level of the skin was killed on Weili. Like, her skin was like morphed. It was one of those things. Well, he said both were in the hospital for a minute, and both got released recently.
I want to reference you, and I believe it was you. May have been you, or may have been Rumboyz Fitness, and may have been Brian. What's the Jeremy? That Zane was nothing to be fucked with in the first place.
You don't want to engage with her unless you have to. You want to be the counter striker, but yes.
Exactly. So we already knew that Joanna was going to come here and she was going to get hit and get hit hard. Anyone that's watched any of Zane's training videos knows that she's coming with traditional martial arts striking and expertise and abilities that a lot of fighters nowadays aren't used to being hit with.
And the most respectful way possible to say it, she is not built like a woman. She is ripped at 115. Scary ripped.
Where's that? She's very toned. She's very toned.
She's so cut, and her power and height is ridiculous.
But the fact that she is traditional as fuck in her principles of basic martial arts. Okay, MMA fighters aren't out there executing katas and just doing daily demos. Zhang is doing that in her day-to-day training. Zhang is trained in traditional Chinese martial arts. With that being said, and with that being stated, she is the more fundamentally sound fighter. And I felt that that's why that big-ass Megamind lump on Joanna's face here is because you got hit by somebody that knows how to hit you, where to fucking hit you.
She is so much more powerful, too. She was so much bigger in the octagon. You have to take that into account.
It's the power and the technique. Everyone that wanted to come out with all of the the fucked up memes of, oh, Joanna has to step in the ring like this, and you put Joanna in a fucking hazmat suit against Zane.
Yeah, no, that was a bad move. No one's defending her in that one. By the way,
you trolled Zane. This is what the fuck you got.
But yeah, if you look at the strike total, it was legit even throughout the whole fight. That's why it was so tough to decide who won that fight. The first and fifth, you could tell who won. Middle 3 rounds. But Dana White said it best. That was the closest fight. And he thought Joanna won based on the middle rounds. But I can't say either way someone was ruined. I think that was a very, very fair judgment because it could go either way. And it goes to the champ, of course, which it's boxing rules. Again, I don't think MMA should go by boxing rules, but if it does and it has forever, that was the right call.
Yeah, I mean, and it should have, to me, in that scenario, and even the next scenario that we talked about, you're not doing anything to challenge the title holder.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it, if you're there to take a belt, take a fucking belt.
You need the advantage. You cannot be even with the title contender or holder and expect to get the decision. It just doesn't work.
And that segues us into the final question of the evening. Kyle Bender Adesanya held it down. Nick Howard had picked him actually accurately by decision. He had picked Adesanya. I got the winner correct. All I picked was the winner. Well, I picked Adesanya by third round. That did not happen.
I did not pick in my article that I published, but I predicted 4th round stoppage. Izzy wins. So I was wrong, but I will own that one right now. So
yeah, I still have not picked a wrong winner since November. So I mean, I'm still your number one spot for fight picks. What's your post-fight breakdown, bro?
So the criticism's there. It was boring to everybody, probably except me. In this group who would have watched that fight. And I get the issue of, well, if you don't attack, there's no reason. Yeah, Leafs defense, there was a lot of boos. And I feel that, and I agree with that, because the first round in MMA, there is no reason to have a feel-out round. It's you have 5 rounds. It's not boxing. There's not 10 rounds or 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Do not care. There's no excuse for that. Both deserve a 10-10 round. That should not have counted. I get it. It clearly did go to Yoel, which helped him. So if you supported Yoel, that helped his case. Second round, the early takedown and the hit that swelled up his right eye for Izzy Adesanya, I think. Yeah, it was his right eye. That was something where the most damage was done. You could argue that. The third and fourth, there was no way those leg kicks could go against Izzy. You knew those were his rounds. The 5th round, Yoel went for a takedown, didn't get it, was outstruck by 1, if I recall. Yeah, outstruck by 1, and that was the decision right there. So if you're gonna say Izzy lost that fight, Yoel deserved it, I agree, because I can't say either fighter won that fight. It went to the champion because no one did anything.
Yeah.
No fighter did enough to win that fight. The champion did enough to hold. So that decision, I don't care what happened. I was mad either way. And I said in my article, Style Bender could be a star. He did not.
So I feel like he still is a star.
But he did not become the superstar, a top 5 combat athlete in the country because of this.
And that is due to the fact that, so Izzy did the right thing.
Oh, I'm not gonna go out nobody walked out of the octagon in 5 rounds with that opponent and had that little damage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he did the right thing. 100%.
You know, when we look at those leg
I'm defending him in this, by the way, the whole time. And people think I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. No, I'm defending him because you can't. He started the exchange 60% of the time. Yoel threw a jab, went to the center, and waited for him. What's he going to do? Throw a flying Superman fist and get knocked out because it's not entertaining enough? No, you don't. You do what you have to win the fight. There's no excuse.
And in Adesanya's defense, who had like I'm the title holder.
Mhm.
You're gonna come after me, motherfucker. You need
Yep.
to fight me, bitch. I don't need to fight you. You need to fight me. Yoel did not seem like he wanted it enough. Yoel did not even seem like for the first fucking 90 seconds of the first
I
round,
agree.
even wanted to be there. It felt like Yoel, once that cage was locked, he was like, if I pressure him, he's gonna time something up and hit me.
Which is true. That's what Izzy does.
If Izzy doesn't attack you first, you attack Izzy first.
Yeah, and
It's always
here's my take on it. Like the total in defense of Yoel. You did the same thing against Paulo Costa, and I think you did way more damage than he did against you. But you did not throw any strikes in the second 2 rounds of that fight. Or the second. Yeah, actually, I would say maybe the last 7 minutes of that fight you didn't throw because you thought you had to fight. You stopped fighting. You've done this countless times, and you can't defend it anymore. You cannot fight that style. He fights like a wrestler. And his argument is,
I feel like
if I'm more efficient, I win. No, it's not. You have to land more, and you have to initiate the confrontation.
you have to act like that you are the challenger for someone's fucking belt. I'm sorry, I didn't take Yoel serious before the fight had even started, and what I felt that Yoel was going to do, he did. Now, I still felt like Izzy should have, found that knockout hit. Because if a fucking guy is just toying with you, not really trying to fucking,
Yeah,
throw your
I
hands in
see
the
it
ring.
too. I mean, for his brand, it made sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not sitting here trying to throw blows anyways. Let me just go in and just give you a quick one and just end
Yeah.
you.
But here's the defense on Izzy on this part again. I'm defending Adesanya.
He's smaller, he's skinnier.
Yes, and Whitaker fought him doing the same thing. Yoel, guess what? Countered. And that was 10 rounds, and he'll never recover from. Whitaker was permanently damaged from those 10 rounds because the counter strike when he's cornered, he throws those knees, throws that right hand, and he turns you to the fence, throws elbows. When you initiate, he's a wrestler. He likes getting in close. He likes getting you right here, pressure, throw, rattle you, and you're done. And again, he won the exchanges, and he won those 2 fights against him if you're Whitaker, but you took countless shots you didn't have to do if you just did what Izzy did. And no one else just said, attack me, I'm a champion.
I agree. It was a very boring UFC 248.
Look at the chat. I don't believe this is true by a Boogie fan. There is no way that dude's out.
If Melly's coming home, why?
No way. Please no.
I've been hearing that he's supposed to be coming home. One of his homies just came home.
He shot his friend.
Look, the justice system is fucked, dude. What can I tell you? But that does wrap up our show, ladies and gentlemen. Jake, tell the people what you got coming out next. What's good for you, bro?
Well, I was going to write an article on the main event. I kind of said my opinion, so I think that's nulled at this point.
No, the people that read your stuff.
Okay, yeah. I can make an article on that. I'll have an article up for what Tyron Woodley can do, win or lose after this next fight. I will not be watching it. I will be with family, but hey, it'll be up, and I'm going to see and make my argument on why he can or cannot get back in the title picture at any point.
Fuck yeah, I love it. And where can people follow you? As he takes a shot.
Yep. Twitter, Rumboyz Combat. Rumboyz Combat on RumboyzFantasyNetwork.com. And obviously, you'll see me in chats on all Robbie streams. So
Fuck yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, do make sure that you follow me at Rumboyz, spelled with a Z, N-E-T, like you see it right here below me. Like a little bit. Right, yeah. Let's see here. Aside from that, keep showing us love. Hit up rumboyz.com. Check out all the hottest articles on the internet. Point blank. Period. I don't think I've seen. I haven't seen anything as hot as what we drop over there. Gonna be having some stuff come out with the homie Raj from ESPN LA. Rumboyz After Dark this Friday, St. Patty's Day edition. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Like I got so much more to talk about. Play by play tomorrow for NBA. Thursday, another Rum Report podcast. Make sure that you guys leave us a 5-star review on wherever you listen to podcasts at, whether it's Apple, Google, Spotify, Radio Public, Stitcher, wherever you listen to your podcast. Subscribe on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. Also follow us on Sportscaster and download the app on all iOS devices. Other than that, cheers to me, cheers to you, and all the wrong boys and girls want to do. Dilly dilly. Ah.